Welcome to Big Ten PD. We pack a punch for only 10 minutes. Well, maybe a little more sometimes. Now, if you're watching on TouchCast, you're in luck, as all the content's interactive. Yes, you can actually play with the stuff straight from the video. If you're watching on YouTube, you don't have the same advantage, so I encourage you to visit the TouchCast page with the link in the annotations. Today's topic is 10 apps in 10 minutes to improve communication. I'm David Lockhart, your host and EdTech guru. Now let's get right to it. Number one is Google+. Now, Google+ at its base is a social network, but it has one really great feature that makes it the Swiss Army knife of social networks. It has the ability to organize your friends into circles. That means you can avoid the same issues of educators getting in trouble for posting everything on their wall. You only allow people in the circles to see what you want their circle to see. Now, the best feature of Google+, though, is the Hangouts feature. This is by far the best way to do video conferencing, as you can bring in multiple people, screencast, record, and so much more. Google+ would be a great way to communicate with parents. You could have special parent chats and Hangouts as help sessions. You could also use it as a way to have students' discussions, help sessions, and chats. Maybe you could even try it for faculty meetings, especially the smaller ones, to open up anytime, anywhere PD. Basically, Google+ is only limited to what you can imagine. Now I'm going to open this up on the web. Feel free to stop, play with it, and get started straight from the video. Now, number two is Remind. In today's world, many people communicate by text. Remind allows a teacher to do that with both students and parents without giving out their phone number. You won't have kids pranking you at 2 a.m. with Remind. You can also use Remind to send out reminders to both students and parents. You can remind them about tests, homework, and so much more. The good folks at Remind are also working on ways for students to respond to things such as bell ringers and exit tickets. Now I'm going to open this up on the web for you to stop, play with it, and get started straight from the video. Now number three. Number three is Weebly. One of the best ways to improve communication is to have an in-depth web presence. Weebly makes that possible. Weebly allows you to build in-depth websites with almost anything you can imagine. You can add polls, video, audio, forms, HTML code, and all kinds of other content. You can also add calendars, which is always an important way to communicate with parents. If you use Weebly, make sure you use education.weebly.com because you'll also get 40 free student accounts. You can actually have students do website projects with it. Now I'm going to open this up on the web. Feel free to stop, play with it, and get started straight from this video. Now number four. Number four is ClassPager. Now ClassPager is very similar to Remind, but it has some differences. It does have the most important similarity though. Students don't see your phone number. ClassPager at this point is a web-based system that allows you to send out text reminders. It also allows students to respond back though, so students can do bell ringers, exit tickets, and polls with it. An app will come, it's just not there yet as of this recording. Now I'm going to open this up on the web. Feel free to stop, play with it, and get started straight from the video. Now number five. Number five is TAC. Now TAC is one of my new favorites. It basically allows a person to build beautiful one-page web pages. You can add almost anything to it. TAC has the ability to add almost any multimedia you want, including Vimeo, Vines, YouTube, and others. It also has great creative formatting. To me, this is a great tool for newsletters. You can either embed them on your own site or you can use it as an email starter. Now I'm going to open this on the web. Feel free to stop, play with it, and get started straight from this video. Now welcome to Big Ten PD. This is actually part B of 10 apps in 10 minutes for better communication. Number 6 is S'more. Sometimes you just need a flyer, not a flower, to communicate. That's where S'more comes in. S'more allows you to build Simple, beautiful flyers to advertise events in your classroom and at your school. You could use it to advertise special events, parent conferences, needs, and much, much more. Now I'm going to open this up on the web. Feel free to stop, play with it, and get started straight from this video. Now number 7. Number 7 is, of course, Twitter. If you're not on Twitter, please start now. Twitter is a great way to communicate with parents, students, and other colleagues. It's short, easy, and it's becoming prevalent enough in society that many already know how to use it. You can use it for parent and student communication through hashtags or creating an account just for your class. You can communicate reminders, due dates, and many other special assignments. Where Twitter really shines is communicating with colleagues. You can build an amazing PLN from teachers and experts all across the country. Now I'm going to open Twitter up on the web. Feel free to stop and get started straight from the video. Now number 8 is Selly. Have you ever wanted to use a social network capabilities but you don't want to deal with one of the big ones? Selly actually lets you create your own. Selly lets you build your own social network where you can share messages, photos, polls, and so much more. It also has integration with all the great cloud services like Dropbox and Google Drive. It's also a private service, meaning you don't see others' phone numbers, personal info like phone numbers. It would be a great way to communicate with clubs and sports teams. Now I'm going to open Selly up on the web. Feel free to stop, play with it, and get started straight from the video. Now number 9. Number 9 is 81 Dash. Have you ever seen back channeling on something like Today's Meet at a conference and thought this would be something that would be great to use in class? Are you just too scared to do it because of the moderating issues? 81 Dash may be for you. 81 Dash basically sets up a chat room format that allows you to have a quiet conversation online. You can ask questions, expand on the discussion, and just have students collaborate. You could also export your conversation easily for great records. Of course, having a chat room is a very scary thing. 81 Dash has the protections you want, though. It requires students to sign in, which allows you to make sure they use their real name. It also allows you to delete any posts, lock users out, and quickly delete the room if necessary. Now I'm going to open 81 Dash up on the web. Feel free to stop, play with it, and get started straight from the video. Now number 10. Number 10 is a common one, but a good one for communication. Number 10 is Edmodo. Now, is Edmodo more than a communication device? Of course it is. It's a whole learning management system. It does have some great tools for communication, though. Edmodo started off as education's answer to Facebook, so it does have several good social media type features. It allows you to post messages to a wall where the whole class can access them. It also allows you to send students a direct message. It has a gradebook feature to help you communicate grades from the platform. Edmodo can also be used as a parent communication tool. You can give parents a code where they can have parent access to a student's account, allowing them to see everything that goes on in the class. Now I'm going to open Edmodo on the web. I'm actually not going to open it on the web. I don't have it as down here. So feel free to stop and go to Edmodo. Thanks for watching. You can find more on my Twitter feed at L112265 and edtechspeeddating.com, which doesn't show here because I'm at my school and they block it because it has the word dating in it. And now I'll actually add Edmodo so you can use it straight offline. And here's Edmodo if you want to stop, play with it straight from the video.